Hi guys, this is Magic from Find the Magnificence in You, and this is going to be a bonus reading for Cancer. Hey Cancerian, thank you so much for 12,000 plus views on your Cancer energy update reading. As a Cancer sun sign, I truly resonated with that reading. That reading actually correlated with your main February soulmate reading. If you haven't seen that reading, I would advise that you check that out. That was the one that had There Will Be a Miracle in the title. It piggybacks on the same message. It's basically talking about there will be a miracle. This is specifically for people who are Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Jupiter, or have placements in their Mars, Mercury, North Node, or 7th house, right? I'm a Cancer Sun. I also have Cancer, my Venus, my Mercury, my Mars, my 4th and 5th house, and I'm a North Node Cancer. So that reading definitely resonated with me. But you could also be a cross watcher dealing with someone with Cancer in their chart, or dealing with an actual sun sign Cancer. Whether you're a Cancer or not, if that reading resonated with you, it's basically giving you a little bit of hope, especially if you've been going through a hard time. As you know, Cancers have been going through a hard time, and people in general, when it comes to relationships. Cancer rules the 4th house, which is about home, family. It's about nurturing. And for me, Cancer represents the feminine, the divine feminine, the energetic, on an energetic level, right? It represents the mother, the feminine aspect. And I feel like us divine feminines, have been through so much, have gone through a lot of changes, and some of these changes came with a lot of suffering. And I feel like the message was basically to have hope that what you have been praying for or wishing for is going to actually come true. For some of you guys, it may not be in the package you were expecting, but just know that the nature of what you have been asking for will be delivered to you via the universe, because you deserve it. Okay, because you absolutely deserve a miracle in your life. So it's a beautiful message. So Spirit has inspired me to do a bonus for you guys, okay, to show my appreciation. So for our pre-shuffle, is showing the Lovers in reverse, and then we have the Judgment card. So we have the same angel on both cards, all right, which represents, I believe it's Gabriel. So there was some sort of disconnect with your divine counterpart. Okay, some of you guys refer to this as a twin flame. It's a life partner. It's someone that you had felt a very strong connection to. Spirit is letting you know that there will be a resurrection of this. There will be a rebirth. There will be a second chance. This is beautiful. Like, the pre-shuffle is already in alignment to that message. This is a reconciliation card. It's clear. This was a divinely guided union. This is someone that came into your life to teach you, to mold you into the person that you're becoming. And Spirit is saying that you had to go through a rebirthing process. But with this rebirthing, there is also resurrection. There is also a new version of this connection, of this love. Okay? And it's going to be amazing. Okay? This could just be a new version of yourself if you are not in union with anyone, or if you've been single for a while. You're releasing these past lovers, these past relationships that have brought you pain, that have been traumatizing, that have, initially, with your limited understanding, had caused you to go into a space where you had to go through the darkness, but that darkness was needed in order for you to grow towards the light. So this is about past mistakes in relationships. This is about unions that were unbalanced. This was about looking for love in all the wrong places, or this is just bad decisions. This is an ending of a union, or a union that was not built on a solid foundation. It could have been more rooted in something more sexual, more physical. However, you went through the transformation. There was a cleansing. There was a lesson. The lesson was learned, karma has been fulfilled, and now you're being granted a second chance. Now you're being granted a new beginning, a reconciliation. So the pre-shuffle is bomb, right? So let's shuffle the cards and let's get your main spread for your bonus. I can't wait to finish this so that I can title. I don't title before the video. I always title after recording so that I can channel, because I don't like to post a title that sounds too clickbaity. I know that's not a word, but I like to do the reading and then I like to formulate the title based on the cards that were presented in the reading, if that makes sense. Spirit of the universe, give me an overall energy for Cancer. So we're just going to do a quick splitting of the deck. I'm going to pull right off the top for you guys. Contract, wow. So the overall energy is an ending of some sort of karmic contract. This could be a marital contract. The scales here. So this is you waiting on a future commitment, or there's a future commitment that hasn't came in yet. Usually this card represents someone waiting on a contract to be signed, hasn't been signed yet. It's being delayed, it's being stalled. Let's read that from the book really quick. The contract card reverse indicates the ending of a previous connection or where a future commitment is concerned. It could be warnings of delay and perhaps even a possible disappointment. So this was an ending of a previous contract, an ending of a karmic contract. This could be your person ending a marital contract or ending a karmic soul contract with someone, okay, that they were dealing with. We would consider this a karmic, but we're all in karmic relationships. We come across them, you know. And it also says that there could be a delay or even a possible disappointment. The sale of a house could fall through. The job offer might not come in when expected, or a romantic union may be stalled. That's what I'm feeling. This is a stalled romantic union. Spirit says don't give up hope. It says it right here, and I want y'all to see this. See where it says don't give up hope, that last sentence. Don't give up hope. It says, however, next page, this delay may provide some purpose or protection for you, and something even better could be on its way. This card reverse cautions you not to become desperate. Your needy, urgent energy could actually postpone the desired outcome. So don't be in the energy of desperation. You have to be patient. You have to let things unfold. Okay? Or you could postpone the desired outcome for yourself. It says continue taking action, even if it's in another direction, and your patient resolve will pay off. So your patience will pay off is what it's saying here. If a breakup of a relationship is involved, always remember that you deserve to be honored. Open your heart and your life to the person who is willing to be fully present and loving. That person is waiting to commit to your own self-honoring heart. Interesting. The affirmation is I am attracting wonderful, beneficial connections that support and honor me and bring me great happiness and abundance. There had to be a separation here because you had to learn how to honor yourself so that you could attract an honoring energy. What was happening was because you weren't in that energetic, you weren't a vibrational match to what it was that you desired. You desired a relationship with someone that was going to honor you, love you, treat you fairly, but you weren't doing this towards yourself. You were emotionally detached. You was viewing life through the perspective of pain, trauma. You were holding back. You had trust issues. You didn't open up fully. You overgave. You overextended. Okay? You sacrificed yourself. You gave up too much of yourself. You didn't give enough. It just depends on your scenario. So Spirit is saying that a romantic union is being stalled because a lot of things had to take place. Things had to be set into motion. Your person had to learn their worth. Your person had to end the contract. You had to learn your worth. You had to go through a healing process. Both of you guys had to, in order for you guys to become whole, in order for you guys to find that inner peace, that inner self-love, so that you guys can come together in union. okay? Or for you to be in alignment with who you're supposed to be with. So let's go ahead and start your reading. I'm excited. Cancer. I want to do another 9 card for you. I love you guys so much. I hope that this reading resonates. I appreciate all the comments, the feedback. It was amazing that you guys were all sharing your story. You all resonated with the message. I appreciate that. I try not to make messages about, oh, they're coming back. I make my messages, usually I try to gear the readings towards healing first and foremost. I don't try to make this about he's coming back, she's coming back. I try to make this about what is the lesson? What have you learned from the experience? How can you grow and how can you evolve? Okay, how does this contribute to your spiritual evolution? What's the point, right? What's the point of all this? So we're going to dive into that today with this bonus. Spirit. So we have 10 of Cups coming out as the first card. Wow. So that is the shattering of that dream, okay, or shattering of illusions here. We definitely have someone that was unhappy, okay. We have the Hanged One. Someone had to go through a process of enlightenment. Basically, you had to be put in a position where you could see something or a situation from a different perspective. This could be you or your person of interest. So far, we have Pisces and Libra or Taurus energy here. I like to read the signs for court cards in the major arcanas, okay? For the most part. Piscean energy could be in alignment to the new moon in Pisces energy that we just experienced. Here's the Lovers again, which is Gemini energy. We have the Star in reverse, which is Aquarius energy. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so that's Earth energy. Let's get our last 3. Thank you, Spirit. 7 of Cups in reverse, water energy. 9 of Cups, water energy. And let's get the outcome. I don't like how that's coming out. Let's try that again. What is the outcome, please? We have the King of Pentacles in reverse in the outcome position. Earth energy. Typically for me, Capricorn doesn't have to be. Could be a father figure. Could be an authority figure. Could be a business owner. It's definitely someone that's maybe not in a state of being ready to commit, or they could be really focusing on themselves or materialistic things. We'll see as we clarify. Okay, so this is your bonus, Cancer. Cancer, your overall energy is the moon. So again, that new moon, and represents Pisces. Also for me as a reader, Cancer, this represents you being in your feels. So this Pisces new moon is bringing up some deep repressed emotions for you or your person of interest. Okay. We have here, on a spiritual level, this is about going within, and this is about drawing up these emotions, this is what we would call baggage, right? So you're getting all this baggage out. You're purging, basically, essentially, or you're needing to. This is also letting me know that there is something that is not yet clear. Okay. We like to look at the moon as a card of secrets. It's night time. So the moon illuminates, but sometimes you can't see really clearly as you would be able to see during the day when the sun's out. So there's something here that's a little foggy. I feel like you're still waiting on some sort of information, or you're needing some sort of clarity. But this is for yourself. I don't think this is you trying to figure out your partner. I feel like in a sense you're trying to figure out yourself, how you want to proceed, I feel like you've been in a space of very deep contemplation, reflecting back on the past, because the moon for me is a very reflective energy. You're reflecting back on the past, the experiences, the events, the pain. This is for me sometimes a signifier of the dark night of the soul. Some of you guys are dealing with heavy emotions at this time. Again, the purging process is taking place, so you may be very emotional. I want to take note of this little shadow figure. So you're doing some shadow work. So if you're feeling a little bit emotional, if you've been crying or you've been feeling some really deep emotions, even dark ones, just know that it's normal around this time. So don't be disheartened. This is actually part of the process, and it's actually needed for you for your spiritual growth. So let's look at the past. If you've watched my videos, you know I read past vertically and horizontally, present vertically and horizontally, and future vertically and horizontally. Okay. You were looking at life or love, your experience through the lenses or perception of, it feels very Neptunian, which is fantasy, especially with the moon here. Piscean energy is very dreamy. It's idolizing or idealism of how you want love to be. Some of you guys need to understand the difference between what you imagine this connection to be versus what it is in reality. I'm hearing reality check. This process, and you guys, some of you guys been on this journey for a very long time with your person. I'm talking to people that have at least 6 months experience with your person of interest, whoever this is about, whoever you're thinking about. Initially, this connection brought up very deep-rooted traumatic feelings, okay? I shouldn't say initially, I should say progressively into the connection. I think initially there was rose-colored glasses, in a sense, or you were wearing them, meaning that you experienced this fantastical view of your person, of how this relationship was going to go. Some of you guys, you know, are viewing your person as a twin flame. However, your perception of this twin flame, so to speak, journey, or this soulmate connection, it was very innocent. It was very pure. This person made you feel like no other. Initially, you could have been afraid of the connection. I feel like initially, some of you guys you were introduced to this person after experiencing a very difficult separation, divorce, or just a difficult childhood or difficult experience in your life. Some of you guys are coming out of your first Saturn return. If you don't know what that is, do some research on it. You went through a major life change. So that means you experienced the death of a very close family member. You may have experienced a very difficult breakup or divorce with a long-term partner, or you have never been in a long-term stable relationship and have experienced a cyclical pattern of unhealthy relationships. So this partner comes in as a catalyst to help you to grow, to help you to mature. So there's a maturation. And this is why I said that there is a perception that you had in relation to what love was, what it looked like, what it felt like. And it wasn't in alignment to your highest truth. So let me give you an example of what I mean. If your highest truth is, I want to be married, I want to be a wife, I want to have a family and kids, and I want to be in a committed relationship, what you have experienced or who you've connected with didn't aligned to that, meaning that your partners were either emotionally unavailable, they were non-committal, they cheated, they lied, they used you, they took advantage of you. Whatever you experienced was not in alignment to what you wanted, what that fantasy was, right? The fantasy is, I want somebody to love me. But your perception is, I don't feel lovable. I don't feel worthy. So there's a disconnect. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is why some of you guys got into abusive relationships or stayed in abusive relationships. This is why some of you guys accepted less than what you deserve. It was your perception of relationships. It was your perception of yourself, how you connected, how you related with other people. It was all rooted in some sort of childhood traumatic event. Some of you guys, it was stemmed from abandonment issues, rejection, abuse, whether physical or sexual or emotional. I mean, the list can go on. Psychologically here, you had to go through a series of relationships or experiences to help you take on a new, fresh perspective. To help you see why there weren't any growth in your relationships or why you weren't manifesting what it was that you truly desired. You first had to understand what was real versus what was not real. And this covers how you felt about yourself and how that affected how you interacted with other people, especially people that you were in intimate relationships with. You had an understanding of how your perception of self has affected your relationships. If you were wounded by a past lover, you understood through this series of relationships or the experiences with this particular person you're thinking about, you understood how that affected. I'm talking to the people that done the work or in the process of doing the work. You understood how that has created blocks. I'm going to give you a good example. I'm a divorcee. And my experience with my ex-husband was very difficult because my ex-husband made me feel rejected. I had a perception for a long time that I was unwanted, right? Because my ex-husband was in love with someone else while we were married and essentially was cheating on me. So I had this perception of feeling unwanted or unworthy for some reason because that particular relationship failed. We separated for a while and we eventually divorced. And a lot of women who have been in relationships where their partners cheated take on the perception of the lack of worth or like something is wrong with them or it's a sense of inadequacy, you know. And when we don't deal with those types of emotions and feelings, we go into new relationships with that same perception and we project those perceptions or those beliefs onto our new partner, thus causing insecurities, trust issues, and that leads to instability in our relationships. Because if we're going into the relationship feeling unworthy or feeling some sort of inadequacy, we're going to always question whether our new partner is going to treat us the same way as the old partner, right? We're going to question if the new partner really loves us or is the new partner seeing our flaws. It's always going to be some type of insecurity there. So you had to go through these different relationships, these different experiences to learn and to grow past those thoughts, those beliefs. So you took on a new perspective here, because it's right here in the crowning energy of the reading. This insecurity, or those insecurities, that self-perception or those beliefs have affected your relationships, because it created unhealthy attachments, negative thought patterns, and the inability to express fully and authentically, you know. Sometimes we have to wear a false mask. Sometimes our lack of self-worth puts us in these situations where we don't get what we want, because internally we're not giving ourselves what we want. So back to what I was saying, you have to love yourself, or you have to be in alignment with what you desire in order for you to attract it to yourself. A lot of you guys have experienced imbalances in your connections with people. And some of you guys, it's funny because I want to say this, after my experiences, especially after my divorce, I've done a lot of work on myself. I found my worth. I set boundaries. I didn't accept less than what I deserved. But then this particular person came into my life, and it almost felt like all the progress I made, it felt like that just went out the window for some reason. I feel like I was being tested, because I met this person after, you know, making a declaration or a petition to the universe. And, you know, I asked the universe and told the universe that I was ready for a partner, you know, after years of being in this energy of not wanting to be committed to anyone. I told the universe, I want to be in a commitment. I want a life partner. I want to be married. So I guess the universe brought this person in to test whether I was ready or not. And that happens to a lot of us. We say we're ready. We say we want love. We say we want to be married. We want to meet our soulmate. We call our soulmate in. And then we feel like we met the person that we're meant to be with, only for that to be snatched. Or at least that's our perception. But what it was is that we weren't ready. We weren't in alignment. It's like I want a husband, but I wasn't in alignment of being a wife, right? I want to be loved and honored, but I wasn't loving and honoring myself. So essentially, Spirit wanted you to get clear. Spirit wanted you to come out of this energy of confusion. They wanted you to reflect. They wanted you to really go in to a state of healing. And it wouldn't be possible if you didn't experience what you didn't want. You have to go through relationships and experiences so you know what you want versus what you don't want. So there was a journey. And this is an inner journey. This is this process is to learn thyself. Okay? So that you are in alignment to your highest truth. And as it relates to your person, because I'm seeing that your person was possibly in a unhealthy relationship or commitment, and they were emasculated. They felt unloved. They felt underappreciated. And their way of coping with this was looking for love in all the wrong places, or getting some sort of instant gratification. So they had to go through a journey of healing themselves to pull them out of their, out of this state of being stuck in the shadow, or not dealing with the shadow, rather. Resisting certain emotions and feelings, feeling defeated. This could be you, this could be your person. Feeling defeated, feeling like you worked so hard on a connection only to be disappointed, only to feel abandoned. And essentially that was what you were trying to avoid in the first place. So in your heart here, in the heart of the matter, you're feeling hopelessness. Some of you guys. Some of you guys were losing faith. Some of you guys were doubting whether you could have this wish or this thing, this desire. Some of you guys were resisting being vulnerable or relinquishing control. Clarify the Star card. Yeah. You were resisting this cleansing because it's difficult when you go through the cleansing process, the transformative process of death and rebirth. It's uncomfortable. It's painful. Going through the spiritual death essentially is to help you to grow. Into the person you aspire to be, to bring you back into wholeness, because there's an energy of being very scattered. We go through many deaths in our journey as human, or in this physical realm. The process is about transmuting these painful experiences and gaining wisdom from them. Essentially, you learn from your mistakes. You learn to do better, to be better, to expect more. You're also learning how your thoughts have affected your reality. You're understanding the concept of the law of attraction here. What's this Judgment representing in the heart? You have a decision. Wow. Struggling with this decision. You want to, this decision essentially is to move on, to let go of past baggage, trauma, the things that hold you back, the things that you've been repressing, the things that have caused you to stall your healing process. It is time for you to pour out those cups. It's time for you to essentially allow your heart to purge those emotions that don't serve you, so that you can be empty, so you can be filled with the inspiration from spirit, so something else can be replaced, or something better can replace what was there before. So essentially, if you're harboring resentment, hurt, pain, sorrow, grief, regret, shame, guilt, you must empty those emotions and feelings out so it can be replaced with something better, more positive, more uplifting. The message is that you needed to make space so that you could go through this transformative process, so Spirit can give you what it is that you need, so Spirit can fill you up with something better. You resisted the transformative process, but essentially the universe had to step in here. And again, there was an ending a significant connection in your life, and that put you through one of the most difficult healing processes that you've experienced, especially if you're over 33 years old. This was very painful for somebody, and it was to it was to break. I'm hearing crack open, like it was to crack you open. It's just where you were at, holding on, heart chakra closed, blocked, crack you open to release those things that were keeping you from moving forward. Yeah, your inability to move forward, to let go of the past, especially if you are a true Cancer, clinging on to those experiences, those traumas, those pains. The inability to detach from them has prevented you from manifesting what it is that you desire. Essentially, keeping you stuck. This is why you may feel blocked in this moment. However, this process has caused you, and I'm not going to show you the card just yet. This process has caused you also to rebuild, to strengthen, to stabilize. There was a moment where, or some sort of clarity, some sort of synchronicity or confirmation from the universe that allowed you to hold on just a little bit longer, for the ones that were losing hope, for the ones that were in the mindset of letting it all go, giving up on the journey itself. The Spirit gave you some sort of inspiration that this person's coming back. And you decide, I'm going to hold on. I'm not going to give up on this wish. Okay? You're not going to give up on your emotional fulfillment. And remember, it doesn't necessarily have to be a specific person, but just having a mutual connection that is stable, that is impenetrable, that is solid, that is long lasting. That is what you're not giving up on. The root here is 9 of Cups, and this is about self, your autonomy, your own individual expression, your independence. This is about self-love. This is about finding fulfillment within self, and this is what the process was about as well. This was about not giving yourself up to another person, but finding yourself the way you identify to self. And this was a rebirth, a new beginning. This is a new neophyte. This is a student of life, a student of the experience, learning. Very nice, because here we have an indication of an apology, okay, or a new beginning that is going to come out of a period of stagnation or lack of progress. Somebody has to end a relationship here. Somebody is thinking about making amends, bringing in an offer. So there is going to be some sort of good news or message here that they ended another relationship. They're going to extend an offer here. It was the 7 of Cups. Someone has decided, they made up their mind. Yeah, your person, they were confused, but they have decided to cut out some sort of behavior, a relationship, confusion. Yeah, and like I said, they're ready to express. They're ready for this new beginning. on a very mundane level, if there is a third party that is or has or will end, wow, see, I'm telling you, a commitment ends, because I just looked at the Empress. Yeah, and out of that ending is a new beginning. Ace of Cups. Somebody says, I want to invest. I want a long-term relationship now, and I want to cut out anxiety, worry, and stress and regret. Someone is eliminating this energy. We have 1 sword plus 9 is 10. That's an ending. I want to come out of this period of darkness. I want to come out of this period of feeling grief, sorrow. So essentially, someone wants to heal here. So there will be a new beginning here. This is after a period of contemplation. This is after this person is enlightened. What's this King of Pentacles in the outcome? Ooh, the Devil. Wow. So this is where this person is at here. This is a karmic. Yeah, they're cutting this out. This deception, this manipulative ways, or this is, yeah. This is this person acknowledging their flaws, acknowledging the false mask, the fear, the toxic behaviors. This is the acknowledgement of this person understanding that they have been engaged in a toxic relationship that doesn't serve their highest good. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 6 of Wands. They're moving away from that. This is essentially them breaking free from a cycle here, because we have this King of Pentacles here. Okay, for me, this is an ending of a commitment. This is a severing from a karmic or some sort of attachment to something karmic, because this person wasn't happy. I want to clarify the King of Pentacles, what does this represent? Let's pull some more cards, okay, so we can get an understanding. All right. Clarify the King of Pentacles for me. Why is he coming in reverse? I'm reading this as an energy and as a person of interest, mostly masculine. Yeah, see, he's breaking free from another relationship, a third party. This Devil here. See, the 3 of Cups is the third party. That is the karmic. That is the toxic attachment. This person is not blindfolded. This person has made up their mind, or is seeing, okay, the truth. They are seeing that they're dealing with someone that was wearing a false mask. Page of Swords is being clarified. Yeah, they're not accepting an offer. They're choosing to miss an opportunity, or they're just dissatisfied and disappointed. Okay? And what's the Sun? Your Spirit's giving me 3 cards. So we have releasing themselves from that contract, like I stated. All right? Boom. You're avoiding another disaster. Okay? They're avoiding, or they're heeding the warning that they have been given by their spiritual guides. Okay? and they're going towards something new, a new beginning. All right. And I want you to tell me with this Page of Wands energy, this is usually the Page of Wands is thinking about doing something, taking some sort of action. Wow. So what they're thinking about is a new beginning, manifesting a new beginning, standing in their power, taking control. All right. And what are they manifesting, Spirit? And what they're manifesting is healing. And here, this Queen of Wands energy represents them. It could represent you. They could see you as this Queen of Wands. They want to take action towards you. This could represent them being empowered, being optimistic. We definitely have them being in the seat of power, in control of their life, knowing, being very grounded. One more card for the Queen of Wands. Wow. And offering you a reconciliation. Remember that card from the beginning? A rebirth. Yeah. Very nice. Some of you guys can be represented in this Queen of Wands as an Aries or a Piscean. Doesn't have to be. You could have Aries or Pisces in your chart. But this represents an attraction, a magnetism. Wanting to go towards what they see as someone that they want to give to. Okay, they see your worth, they see your value, they see your beauty. Okay, very nice. Cancer. Spirit of the universe, what is the overall message that Cancerians need to understand with this spread here? The overall message is they want you to choose love. Okay, I want to get close. It says choose love. It says you always have a choice. Make yours with love. And they also want you to know that you're going to need to spend quality time with your person. Okay? And it says listen and talk to each other. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, do something for someone. I want to get one more card. Okay. And it says, get to know each other. Wow. I love you. So your person is going to come towards you. They're going to tell you they love you. They're going to tell you they're going to come back so they can spend quality time with you. You're going to have a second chance to get to know each other all over again, to spend time with each other, to listen and talk with each other. It's very nice. Very nice. I really like this energy for you guys. So your person's going to come in and talk to you. They want to get to know you all over again. You're going to have that deep one-on-one conversation that you've been longing to have with your person. There is going to be an ending of anxiety, worry here. Or this is Spirit asking you to end your anxiety, worries, stress. They want you to know that things are going to work out in your favor. Some of you guys, if you are having financial constraints, they're wanting you to focus on your stability at this time as you allow things to unfold in this situation. Okay, Cancers. I want to pull one more from my Energy Oracle deck. Need one message that you would like Cancers to know. What's the most important thing? There is a delay to your new beginning because you're still in your healing process, or your person is. Okay? But they want you to know that if you get frustrated, it's okay. But they want you to take that energy of frustration and transmute it into creating, into focusing on your business endeavors, your creative projects. They want you to take that energy and funnel it into something that can inspire others or help others on their journey. I'm going to clarify this card because I really feel like this is your person of interest, this energy. Clarify door to healing and personal happiness. But it does show that there is a delay here. Yeah, see? You have to... someone just went through a breakup. And like I said, I believe this is your person. This person has ended the third party. There's a betrayal here. There's an ending of a commitment. Okay, this could be you guys too. You guys could have just ended your relationship. Your disconnection could have been a recent, but I really feel like this is your person. Let me grab one more card. Clarify this Three of Swords. So there's a heartbreak here. Yeah. So there's still some heavy emotions that need to be processed. So this could be your person. This could be you. You still have to close that cycle in order for a new one to start. So some of you guys are just in different phases of your journey. Some of you guys are still healing, okay? And some of you guys are just coming into this new beginning. But I will say this. When this person is completed with their healing, or when they let go of another partner, this is when you will get your reconciliation. There's a past person that they're still dealing with. That's why I feel like it is definitely your person. They're still in the process of releasing, purging. Okay? Yeah. So that they can come out of this energy of being at a crossroads, so they can make their decision and move forward. So right now, someone is grieving. This could be you. This could be your partner. Again, you're coming out of this energy or working through it. It's a 5. It's a challenging energy. So it's not going to happen overnight. Okay? I want to pull one more card from my Whispers of Love, and then that will be your bonus. I know it was long. I hope it was helpful. Let me pull these off. I really hope it was helpful and to give you some insight on your journey. Very impromptu, but I wanted to bring you this message because I felt like it was very important. Because I don't want you guys to be stuck in the whole fairy tale of the union. I want you guys to be grounded in reality, and I want you guys to be focused on your healing. I want you guys to understand that love is never going to be perfect, but you have to understand that you must be in alignment to what you are asking for. If you are asking for a love that is equal, right? Neutral. You must first work on self. You must first make sure that you're in alignment. You need to work on self-love. You need to be fulfilled within self in order to attract somebody else, or in order to have healthy relationships. Okay, both of you have to be whole and healed from the past in order to come into union. Okay. And at least into union that is going to be long lasting and stable. Okay, so there's a lot of baggage that needs to be let go of. Spirit is saying, know that love is all around you. It says there is love all around you. Simply acknowledge this as truth. And Spirit is letting you know that this is definitely a true love. It's definitely a true love. It says this love is once in a lifetime. So at this time, they want you to embrace your emotions. Okay. And I really feel strongly in my heart, wow, I came back out. It says, allow your feelings to surface and to be accepted. So yeah, you guys are there. You guys are in that space of working through those emotions, working through those feelings that you have. So these are the most important messages for you tonight. And I love this card. It says, slow down. Pause and allow things to unfold. Yeah, things will unfold. Just be in that energy of understanding that you are going to have what it is that you're wanting, but you have to you got to get in alignment to it. It says, consider your foundations. Look how committed you are to love. And this card is With these little candles in the book, it talks about these candles are positive blessings. It's letting you know that you may not be able to see the full picture, but there are positive blessings, okay, around you. There's no need to push or control what's unfolding. Everything is working out for your highest good, okay? So that is your reading, Cancers. I hope that this reading has given you another perspective on your journey. Just hang in there if you are going through a difficult time emotionally, and just let go of control and allow the universe to manifest your heart's desires. Make sure that you're in alignment to what it is that you want. If you want love, you got to believe in it. You have to have faith. You have to trust in it. Focus on yourself, focus on your healing, and watch the miracle unfold for you. I love you guys, and I will talk to you guys soon.